Tsunami threat over after large earthquakes hit Russia's Pacific coast. 3 earthquakes, one with a magnitude of 7.4, recorded near Petropavlovsk-Kamchatsky, capital of Russia's Kamchatka region. The Pacific Tsunami Warning Center says there is no longer a danger of tsunami waves on Russia's Kamchatka Peninsula after 3 earthquakes, the larger with a magnitude of 7.4, struck in the sea nearby. The warning was issued earlier on Sunday after the quakes were recorded off the Pacific coast of Russia, according to the United States Geological Survey. The epicenters of a series of earthquakes, the others measuring 6.7 and 5, on Sunday were about 140 kilometers east of Petropavlovsk-Kamchatsky, capital of Russia's Kamchatka region, which has a population of more than 160,000. According to the USGS, the quakes hit the same area off the coast of Petropavlovsk-Kamchatsky within 32 minutes. The magnitude 7.4 earthquake was at a depth of 20 kilometers. There were no immediate reports of casualties. The PTWC initially said there was a danger of major tsunami waves, but later downgraded its warning before finally saying the danger had passed. Russia's Emergencies Ministry also issued a tsunami warning following the second quake, urging residents of coastal settlements to stay away from the shore. A separate tsunami watch issued for the state of Hawaii was later lifted. Germany's GFZ monitor also confirmed that at least one magnitude 6.7 earthquake was recorded off the east of Kamchatka region on Sunday. GFZ later updated it to magnitude 7.4. Petropavlovsk-Kamchatsky is located in the Kamchatka region, facing the Pacific, northeast of Japan, and west of the U.S. state of Alaska, across the Bering Sea. The Kamchatka Peninsula is the meeting point of the Pacific and North American tectonic plates, making it a seismic hot zone. Since 1900, 7 major earthquakes of magnitude 8.3 or higher have struck the area. On November 4, 1952, a magnitude 9 earthquake in Kamchatka caused damage, but no deaths were reported despite setting off 9.1-meter waves in Hawaii. Magnitude 7.4 earthquake hits Russia's Kamchatka Peninsula, tsunami threat cancelled. In short, the Pacific Tsunami Warning Center says the threat of a tsunami on Russia's Kamchatka Peninsula has passed following 5 earthquakes. The larger quake, a magnitude 7.4, was at a depth of 20 kilometers and was 144 kilometers east of the city of Petropavlovsk-Kamchatsky. A tsunami warning for Hawaii has also been cancelled. The Pacific Tsunami Warning Center says there is no longer a danger of tsunami waves hitting Russia's Kamchatka Peninsula after 5 powerful earthquakes, the largest with a magnitude of 7.4, struck in nearby waters on Sunday. The largest quake was at a depth of 20 kilometers and was 144 kilometers east of the city of Petropavlovsk-Kamchatsky, which has a population of 180,000. The smaller, but still substantial, quakes were recorded before and after, including a quake with a magnitude of 6.7. The PTWC initially said there was a danger of major tsunami waves, but later downgraded its warning before finally saying the danger had passed. Russia's Emergencies Ministry also issued a tsunami warning following the largest quake, urging residents of coastal settlements to stay away from the shore. There were no immediate reports of casualties or damage, and the ministry said it had no immediate plans to evacuate residents. An earlier tsunami warning for Hawaii was also cancelled. The German Research Center for Geosciences indicated twin earthquakes of more than magnitude 6.5 struck near the coast of Kamchatka, in Russia's Far East, early on Sunday. It measured the quakes at 6.6 and 6.7, and the depth of both at 10 kilometers. Measurements of earthquakes often vary in the first hours after they occur. There were no immediate reports of casualties. Russia's state-run TASS news agency reported, citing local emergency services, that waves of up to 60 centimeters could reach the sparsely populated Aleutski district on the Commander Islands. Waves of up to 40 centimeters may affect the Ust-Kamchatsky region in eastern Kamchatka, while the Petropavlovsk-Kamchatsky urban district, the most densely populated area in the southeastern part of the peninsula and home to the regional capital, might see waves of up to 15 centimeters. On November 4, 1952, a magnitude 9.0 quake in Kamchatka caused damage, but no reported deaths despite setting off 9.1-meter waves in Hawaii. Tsunami threat over after two large earthquakes strike off coast of Russia. The Pacific Tsunami Warning Center retracted a warning for Russia's Kamchatka Peninsula. The Pacific Tsunami Warning Center has retracted a tsunami warning for Russia's Kamchatka Peninsula after two quakes struck in the sea nearby on Sunday. The larger quake, with a magnitude of 7.4, was at a depth of 12 miles and was 89 miles east of the city of Petropavlovsk-Kamchatsky, which has a population of 180,000. A few minutes earlier, a quake with a magnitude of 6.7 was recorded nearby. Initially, the U.S. National Weather Service also issued a warning for Hawaii, but this was later canceled after further investigation indicated there is no longer a threat to the island. Russia's state-run TASS news agency reported that waves of up to 60 centimeters could reach the sparsely populated Aleutski district on the Commander Islands. But the PTWC later downgraded its warning, before finally saying the danger had passed. A message on the Pacific Tsunami Warning Center had warned that tsunami waves reaching 1 meter above tide level were possible for some Russian coasts. It said waves were forecast to be less than 0.3 meters above tide level for the coasts of Hawaii and Japan. Measurements of earthquakes often vary in the first hours after they occur. There were no immediate reports of casualties. The German Research Center for Geosciences indicated twin earthquakes of over 6.5 magnitude struck near the coast of Kamchatka, in Russia's Far East, early on Sunday. It measured the quakes at 6.6 and 6.7, and the depth of both at 6 miles. On November 4, 1952, a magnitude 9.0 quake in Kamchatka caused damage, but no reported deaths despite setting off 30-foot waves in Hawaii. The Pacific Tsunami Warning Center describes a tsunami as a series of waves, with the time between wave crests varying from 5 minutes to an hour. It says the hazard of a tsunami wave may persist for many hours after the initial wave. It warned people caught in the water of a tsunami are in danger of drowning, being swept out to sea, or being crushed by debris in the water.